Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Ian back again with a brand new video, and today I wanted to do something again completely different and give a movie review. Now, I've never done this before, but I recently went to go see the brand new Michael movie in regards to Michael Jackson, the artist. And I just wanted to give sort of like my experience from it, and also the experience of like going in before hearing a whole bunch of things and then watching the movie, and then how I felt coming out of the movie after all of that information. So I was hyped for this, very hyped. I even reacted to the trailer on my channel, and I have been hyped for this for a while. I'm not a huge Michael Jackson fan. I don't listen to every single song. I don't know a lot of the even the song titles or album names. I'm not that big. But I will say, I am a fan. I'm a fan of Michael Jackson. But there's some people who really are huge fans, and that's not me, but I am a big fan. I think some of his music and his work has been amazing. 10 out of 10. It's been great. I can see why people call him the king of pop, greatest of all time when it comes to music. I can see why people get inspiration, and it's he created a whole new generation and era for music. I see that, right? And I even went after the movie and listened to the Thriller album, and I was like, wow, this was actually a solid album. I can see why it had so many record-breaking numbers. It was a really good album. That would have been an album around if I was around that time. I would have went to a CD store and been like, hey, I want to buy this album. It was that good. There was 2 tracks on there that I probably would have been skip, but there's 9 songs on the album, and to skip 2 and enjoy 7 of them, it's impressive. It's impressive. Now, coming into the movie theater, so I went from watching the trailer being super hyped. All the trailers made me super hyped for the movie. Very hyped. Then I was watching videos of interviews with Jafar and stuff like that, and I got even more hyped. I was like, this is gonna be really good. And I seen both of the young actor and Jafar, and I seen how they were interacting in the interviews and the way that they were talking about the movie, and I was like, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be a good movie. I'm really excited for it. Then I got the luxury of being able to go watch the movie, and the whole movie, I was my eyes never got off the screen, right? Because it was just that good. I was watching it my mind is being blown right now, because I'm getting an insight to this man's life, and it was really cool. It was a good movie. Seriously, I really enjoyed it. Now, would I say it was a 10 out of 10? Probably not 10 out of 10, but I would say it's at least a 9.5 or a 9.8 out of 10. It is almost there. It was that good. But going into the movie, before watching it, I was watching a lot of videos, people giving reviews on how they perceived the movie, listening to what the critics had to say, and everyone said it was a bad movie. And I'm now I was going into the movie theater being I'm kind of curious how this movie is going to play out, because I've been fed all this information, tried to avoid as much online videos and clips and stuff of the movie, but I've been fed all this information, and I'm okay, now I'm really curious. I went from being hyped and excited to curious, being okay, well, what is this movie gonna be like? Because some people are saying it's a fantastic movie, and some people are saying that this is an awful movie, and I don't know where to stand because I haven't watched it, right? So I go in, I watch the movie, and the only thing I will critique about this movie, now bear in mind that they were ready to post this movie, and then the Jackson State was oh hey, you're not allowed to put that out into the public, right? So then they had to cut so much of the film before releasing it, and delayed it more, and probably had to add things and take out things. There was a full process going on with this. But that's the thing I was going to talk about. Was the only thing I would criticize about this movie is just that there wasn't enough information about his life. They skipped so much. Like, there was even a point where we seen him, they called it like Ben, I think is one of his albums, when he was a little kid, and then they just jumped to Off the Wall. And it's like, okay, I know from my life experience, the age between 5 and I don't know how old he was when he did Off the Wall, but let's just say like somewhere between 18 and 22. A lot happened, you know, between 5 and 22. And the fact that they just like cut it out and missed out so much information. They also tweaked a few things. Now I had to go and watch. There's a couple of YouTubers you could watch. I think one of them was called Stony Gray. He really goes into detail about Michael's life and what they missed on the movie, and it's like, I'll link it in the description. But wow, like, it's just like, it blows my mind how much they missed. And it's like, even from a fresh perspective of walking in and walking out of the movie, I was like, I need more. Like, you missed so much. And it wasn't like, I need a second movie kind of like deal. It was like, I walked away feeling like it just skipped and skipped and skipped. It felt like I was watching that movie Click with Adam Sandler, and he kept pressing the skip button. I felt like that. Now, I will say that people kept saying how amazing Jafar's performance was, and I can't actually disagree with it. Now, there were times where I was like, it felt weird. I was like, I'm not really watching Michael, I'm watching somebody play Michael, right? And it didn't have that same sort of like feeling when I was watching it. Like, I didn't feel like I was watching Michael Jackson. It felt like I was watching somebody pretend to be Michael Jackson. Like, that's how I felt. But I will be completely honest with you, that there were seriously some moments, some screens, some, you know, the angle of the screen and the way Jafar was like sitting there or standing there or dancing or whatever he was doing as Michael, and I was like, oh my god, like, that looks like Michael Jackson right there. Literally, right there. That is MJ in the flesh. Now, they also said that he sang all the songs, and if that's true, unbelievable. Like, they sounded like they just took the audio like off of Spotify or Apple Music and just pasted it into the movie. So if he's actually singing it, wow. Like, he did so good. Seriously. Jafar did a fantastic performance. It did make me feel like I was watching Michael Jackson. Even though I felt like I was watching somebody pretend to be Michael Jackson, I still felt like, wow, like I'm watching a really good portion of Michael's life right now, and I feel like I am watching Michael to an extent. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I really enjoyed the movie. I felt like there was so much they took out, and I understand that there was like an estate that like said, hey, you can't put that out. I don't know why, because that movie needed more to it. They needed more juice. It needed more juice. It needed more finesse. But I will say, like, some of the experience, like some of the actors are so on point. Now, I don't know much about the other brothers, but I will say that the little Michael did such a good job of being little Michael. The Joseph actor not only looked just like him, but acted just exactly like he ate that role so well. And then obviously Jafar ate Michael like so good. The whole experience was so amazing. And then there were like key people, and you know, now like I'm watching like some like videos and like getting like understanding of like backstories between some of these characters, and I'm like, wow, they literally went through all these actors and was like, yeah, you are the closest to look like this person, and we need you for this role. And it's like, wow, they ate that role like so good. They cooked with that movie. That movie was amazing. Like I said, 9.5 or 9.8 out of 10. It was that good. My only concern, my only criticism was just there wasn't enough. They cut out too much. It kept skipping. Like, I felt like it felt weird, like when I was watching it, and I was like, oh, they just like skipped like 10 years of his life. And it's like, I want to go back. Like, I also read like I watched a video, and they were talking about how they said like they really focused on Ben, you know, the younger version of Michael, his life, like growing up, and that felt like the quickest, smallest portion of the, like, it felt like it went on for about 20 minutes, and then we just jumped straight to Off the Wall, and it's like, okay, so much more happened than that, and it's like, you gave us such a brief outcome of that whole storyline. Like, those early years of his life were so important. It was how he started to perform. And I mean, they did show that, but it's like they just skipped out so much. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my review, my explanation, my talking about it. I don't want to ramble on too much, but it was a good film. I just wish that they had added more, and I know that there's gonna be, at the end of the movie, no spoilers, spoilers ahead, but I mean, it just comes up with a context, just saying, like, his story continues, which we all know it does, but it's just like, you missed out so much. Like, I hope to the DVD lords that there's gonna be a extended version on DVD. There has to be. Like, I need more of that story. Like, it was way too quick. I would have sat through like a 3-hour version of that film. I sat through Lord of the Rings. I sat through the Avatar films. I definitely would have sat through a Michael movie. And I know that they can't cram like all his life in one movie. I understand that. But at least make it 2 or 2.5 hours long and give us a bit more, you know, finesse, more juice to it. Because it's like, dude, where'd the movie go? I wanted to see that. There was so much he jumped out, and I understand that, like, the estate or whatever came to you and was like, hey, like, you can't put that out there. But it's just like, why? Like, he's not even around anymore. And I will say they did put like Michael in like a really good light, which is really good, because I was watching one video and they said that it felt nice to actually watch something related to Michael Jackson and it's actually a positive outcome. And I was like, you know what? That is a really good outlook of this. Like, it was actually a positive, good look for him in this movie. I will say that they dragged on although I understand the incident with the Pepsi commercial was so, you know, prominent. Like, it was a big deal. It was actually life or death, right? But it's like that I felt like that dragged on in the movie for like way too long. Just way too long. Like, they could have shortened that 100%, and they could have extended the earlier bits 100% more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope he comes to Fortnite. Even if they use a Jafar Jackson version of Michael, I would be 100% okay with that. I think it would be really cool if they used Jafar Jackson's version of Michael in the game, because it's like, well, it's not really being disrespectful to the artist, because you're using a model of someone else who was trying to portray him. And I think that would be cool. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know down in the comments if you have also watched it and what your thoughts and opinions are. Short answer was, I just wish they had added more. Like, there was just a lot missing out of it, and I just wish they could have added more. I thoroughly enjoyed the film, and I wish I could have seen more of it. It felt way too short, but it was good. It was a good film. It was a good film for the start of. I hope that this is going to be some kind of like trilogy or something, because this was a good start. But guys, that's it. Hope you guys will have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have an absolutely amazing day, guys. Be grateful for something, and peace.